Holy cow. Good and ready. I got Marty here. We call him Lamp. His leg, you know, his body is. It's Lamp.
I think for Mike Tyson, he's going to be very frustrated. He will want to lay a shot on him to get rid of him, but unfortunately, you slow down for the time gets the better of us all.
The fight between Floyd Mayweather and Mike.
The potential showdown between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Mike Tyson is building serious momentum, with both legends deep in training camp. At 59 years old, Tyson continues to surprise critics, showing impressive strength, sharpness, and unwavering dedication to the sport.
You're good. You're in the perfect time, you're in the perfect place now. Whereas Mike put everything together. So mentally, physically, we're excited. We're excited. If the fight was next Saturday, you will be ready for it. We talk about Roy was 4 years ago. Today, Mike is much better than he was when he fought.
At the same time, 48-year-old Mayweather is grinding in the gym, maintaining the speed, timing, and precision that defined his undefeated career. His discipline remains intact, and his focus looks as sharp as ever. Tyson's trainer, Rafael Cordero, insists that the former heavyweight champion still performs at an elite level in training. According to him, Tyson handles intense sparring sessions and demanding routines with remarkable strength and concentration.
Mike's just different. I've worked with some very exceptional athletes throughout my life, and they're all remarkable in their own way, but Mike's just a whole different animal.
What we doing?
We'll do one more set. Get 12 reps. It's the heaviest we've gone on this. So just focus on perfect form for 12 reps.
233 today, contact for 230.
12 is all we need.
I'm always at 225, 228 up.
Lean mean.
Big
Lean
chest.
mean.
1, there we go. 2, 3, 4, good work. 8, 4 more. 9, 10, 2 more, Mike. 11, and...
On the other side, Mayweather has also stepped up preparations, working the pads and displaying flashes of the quick hands and defensive mastery that made him one of boxing's most elusive fighters. Despite the excitement, criticism surrounds the event. Analyst Wade Plemons argues that watching legends compete at this stage feels more like a financial play than a competitive necessity, calling it a clear money-driven exhibition.
Exhibition ending thing, right? Where they both get their hands raised, no one gets touched with any sort of violence or anything, and we leave going, yeah, that was super embarrassing. I just either wasted my money or wasted my time. But hey, good for Mike and Floyd that they got paid. You know what I mean? Like, they're asking us to watch a boxing match. We're going to go watch some sort of attempt to perform, but it won't be anything close to what we want. So yeah, man, I just think it's sad. I think it's embarrassing for Floyd mainly that he needs to keep doing this, and maybe a little bit for Mike. I feel more bad for Mike than anything. I feel a little bit more embarrassed for Floyd after flexing all that money for years and years to have to come back, and the tax man needs his 20 mil and the debt collectors need their 50 mil, and now he's in a lawsuit with Showtime because it's clearly becoming a financial issue with Floyd. That's an embarrassing thing for him, but maybe the same with Mike. It's just more sad. Like, you look at Mike like, damn, dude, this is
Former
what we
world
have to.
champion Johnny Nelson weighed in on the matchup, pointing to the obvious size and speed differences between the two. He questioned whether special rules would be required and expressed doubt that either man would strictly follow a prearranged script once inside the ring.
This is an argument that's going to be held out in public.
How's this going to work, though? Because there's such a big disparity in size. As you said, there's going to be a huge difference in speed as well. Are there going to have to be some special rules in place for this fight?
Well, if there are rules, nobody's going to stick to them. I don't believe in a million years Floyd Mayweather is going to stick to any script that's been written in regards to this exhibition. And I don't think Mike will either. I don't think, if there's anything scripted, allegedly, they said with Mike and Jake Paul, I don't think whatever's written down, there's going to be anybody sticking to the rules, because this is beyond what we see on TV. This is beyond, this is personal. These two guys worked together previously and still do probably.
Nelson also described the fight as more personal than a typical exhibition, noting the visible tension between the two legends. He reflected on Tyson facing much younger opponents like Jake Paul, emphasizing how age, pride, and competitive instinct could make this clash intense and unpredictable.
Even though I think when it comes to a fan's favourite, I'm quite sure most of the fans would love to see Mike Tyson put Floyd in his place, and that's probably what will be the attraction as well. But you've got to remember, Mike Tyson's 59 years old. You've got to remember, Floyd Mayweather is still hitting the bag in the gym. He's still moving around, even though he's 48 years old. So you've got to remember that. So you're going to buy into it, no matter how disgusting you think this fight is, no matter what complaints you have about it. You're going to buy into it because you're going to see an argument played out in real life, real time.
Yeah, but can you understand, though, why a lot of fight fans don't want to see this? They don't want to see two guys who are past their best, two great champions, go out and fight each other and maybe tarnish their career in some way.
Completely. But you've got to remember, these guys are individuals, their fathers, their brothers, or whatever, and they still want to earn a massive chunk of money. Where's Mike Tyson?
Financial discussions have added another layer to the narrative. Mayweather has filed a major lawsuit in California against Showtime Networks and former executive Steven Espinoza, alleging that hundreds of millions in fight earnings were mishandled. The lawsuit references purses from megafights against Manny Pacquiao and Conor McGregor, claiming financial irregularities and seeking significant damages.
It made no sense how he looked coming up to the Jake Paul fight. He had abs again, which was crazy at 58, turning 59, man. If I have a portion of that still left at that age, then fair play to him. But yeah, man, this is sad. I don't have really any other words other than just this is disappointing. It speaks to the real problem in single athlete sports and really all sports. If you're mismanaging your money, and listen, there's a lot of money in boxing right now. And there was a lot of money in boxing when Mike Tyson was great, and there was a lot of money in boxing when Floyd was great. But if you don't have the right people around you, if you have people you can't trust, then it shows how scummy this business has been for a very long time. The Don King robbery of Mike Tyson. Apparently, allegedly, Floyd is saying Showtime and Al Heyman have done the same to him. We'll see how true that is. But if you're out here mismanaging your money, or people are mismanaging and stealing your money.
Some analysts believe these financial disputes partly explain Mayweather's continued involvement in high-profile exhibitions. Others argue there's nothing wrong with veteran athletes maximizing earning opportunities after decades of sacrifice in the sport.
Let them get their money. They're gonna make a lot of money. Mike Tyson makes the money to give to his kids. Floyd makes the money to show us, right? Let them make their money. Why not? It's an exhibition style. They got history. They don't like each other. They are two of the biggest imposing figures in boxing history. Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather, and Muhammad Ali. Right? So they gonna make a lot of money. A lot of people gonna tune in and they gonna watch it. They don't like each other. So even though it's an exhibition style, you best believe it's not gonna count against their actual record, but it's a real fight. And Mike Tyson is not gonna hold back no punches like he did with Jake Paul, and Floyd Mayweather ain't gonna hold back.
Supporters view this exhibition as a smart business move. Legends like Tyson and Mayweather have earned the right to capitalize on their fame. In modern boxing, legacy and business often go hand in hand.
Against Mike Tyson, you could believe that. This is gonna be a real fight. Once it's exhibition style, so it won't count against their box rec, and it's not sanctioned by a commission or any of that or that, but you best believe they're gonna wanna, so they're gonna make a lot of money, and it's gonna be entertaining because they don't like each other. There's bad blood. They're gonna let them fly, and neither one of them wants to go home saying they lost to the other one. Mike Tyson has been, making passes at trying to, he wanted to hit Floyd at the WBC convention. Remember that famous epic moment where he walks up past Floyd and he's receiving his belt and he just flinches at Floyd, and Floyd don't budge, he's just looking at him, right? Mike Tyson always say he a scared little man walking around with all the security. They don't like each other. It's bad blood.
Podcast host Joe Rogan also shared his perspective, calling the matchup unusual and intense. He suggested that despite it being labeled an exhibition, both men are too competitive to treat it lightly.
It's kind of,
it's weird.
I don't want Jake to assume they're not. It's not like a real scrap. It's not real.
Really? So they're not trying to knock each other out?
No.
Well, Mike Tyson and Floyd Mayweather don't like each other. They have not liked each other forever.
Tyson and Mayweather.
Yes.
But they like
Mike
money.
Tyson and Mayweather don't like each other.
Huh.
If there's a fight that might be real, like where Mike Tyson might say, I'm going to knock this motherfucker out, or I'm going to try to knock this motherfucker out.
Floyd? They wouldn't fight.
Yeah, because if you look at like the Jake Paul fight, no
fighting.
disrespect, and if you look at the Roy Jones fight, no disrespect.
Yeah.
They look like they were sparring,
Yeah.
right? It looked like there was agreements made.
Yeah.
He's still in shape. He's
Yeah.
still
They're
fit.
both old as.
Old as.
This is the boxing.
How old is Mayweather?
67.
Dude, Bernard
49?
Hopkins was
49.
still at the best in the world at 50.
Yep.
I mean, that's
Yep.
incredible.
That doesn't mean shit though.
do you mean?
With this, because he was
Kentucky's got-
active fighting contenders.
Yeah.
Kentucky's
You're
got
talking about
Gomez
retired
on the
guys.
ground.
You're talking about two retired guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fighting the
that's so
exhibition.
It's just
weird.
money grabs.
It's so weird,
Yeah, it is weird. It's money grabs. I don't like it, but it's fun. It's something to watch.
I'll hate on it, but I'll tune in.
Yeah, I'll tune in. It's but it's not really.
Boxing analyst Tony Jeffries compared this fight to Tyson's previous bout with Jake Paul. Before that event, there were serious questions about whether Tyson still possessed knockout power. Tyson trained hard and convinced many he still had something left.
When Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul, that was the same, but back then we didn't know what was going to happen with that fight, because it was like, has Mike Tyson still got a little bit to be able to knock out Jake Paul? And we didn't know what to expect, because Mike was putting work in the build-up to that fight, talking about how he's going to destroy Jake Paul, so we kind of believed that. But now, Money Mayweather is doing what he's done throughout his whole career. He's waited for the guy to box and then see what they're like, and then it's like, oh yeah, I'll be able to beat him. I mean, remember when Floyd fought Manny Pacquiao? Like, he waited until Manny got knocked spark out from Marquez, and then he was like, yeah, now's my time to fight him. I just don't believe that Floyd would have fought Mike Tyson if Mike Tyson didn't fight Jake Paul. But Floyd seen that Mike Tyson couldn't hardly walk to the ring. When he got to the ring, he couldn't move around. Jake Paul was running circles around him. And that being said, I'm a huge Mike Tyson fan, like huge, but we see what Floyd's doing here.
Jeffries pointed out that throughout his career, Mayweather carefully selected his timing, even waiting to fight Pacquiao after Pacquiao suffered a knockout loss to Juan Manuel Marquez. He believes Mayweather likely evaluated Tyson's recent performances before agreeing to this matchup.
people like me and you if you're a fighter. But for someone like Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson, they will earn absolutely millions of dollars for like me and you if you're a fighter. So we've got to make as much money as we can while we can and then get out of the sport. But with these two, they're multi-millionaires. And I want to get into the tail of the tape and talk about exactly the records and all of that stuff with it. But first, I just want to say, like, I believe that these are doing this for different things. Mike Tyson is doing it purely for the money. Purely for the money. Floyd is doing it for the money as well, but also, I believe Floyd's doing it for that limelight. You've seen the numbers that Mike Tyson, Jake Paul got, and I think this is the most viewed fight of all time, Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. I might be wrong in saying that, but I'm sure it was. It was hosted on Netflix. And Floyd's been one in the past with his ego that he wants to just, be in that.
One of the most talked about aspects of this fight is age. Tyson at 59 and Mayweather at 48 represent a rare scenario. Two legends competing long after their athletic prime.
To be, though, is less so a fight promotion and more so rights holders. They hold the global rights to HBO World Championship Boxing and a number of other Comcast events. Basically, their business is they lease out the rights for footage to old fights to different networks or entities. So it is a bit weird to see them involved in a fight which I would have to assume the cost would be close to 9 figures to stage. It's just honestly puzzling, but seeing there's apparently more information about broadcast partnerships to come, I guess we'll see soon who else is involved. But bottom line, why is
both remain in admirable shape, Tyson showcasing power and resilience, Mayweather maintaining speed and ring IQ. But age inevitably changes dynamics. Strategy, pacing, and experience will matter more than explosiveness. This bout feels equal parts sport and spectacle. Critics call it a payday. Supporters call it well-earned. Either way, expect drama, nostalgia, and moments that remind fans why these names still command attention.
Last outing with Paul has set the groundwork to show just how big an exhibition fight can truly be. Now, exhibitions are a thing we've seen throughout the history of boxing. It's nothing new. Even the great Ali ended up in odd exhibitions for big paydays. Yet what Paul Tyson showed is you can take a fighter like Tyson, who doesn't have much left to give, and whip up a promotion to make the public believe he's back in his prime, and as a result do some of the biggest numbers seen in the last decade. The quality of the fight itself doesn't matter because, hey, you're already watching. And at a guess, that's exactly what they're going to try to do here. In the press release, they didn't really talk about how great of a fight it's going to be, rather how robust their promotional campaign will be, with weekly premium storytelling, which of course probably will do numbers. And they didn't just choose Tyson and Mayweather because they're two massive.
Tyson's previous exhibition with Jake Paul proved one thing: promotion sells. Big names, big storytelling, and smart marketing can generate massive numbers regardless of what happens inside the ring. Exhibitions aren't new to boxing history. Even legends of the past stepped into similar events for major paydays. The formula is simple: build the narrative, fuel the nostalgia, and let curiosity do the rest. And that's likely the blueprint here. This isn't just about punches, it's about storytelling, legacy, and business. They didn't choose Tyson and Mayweather by accident. They chose two icons whose names alone guarantee global attention. Will it be competitive? Will it be dramatic? Or will it simply be unforgettable entertainment? That's for us to find out. That's it for today's breakdown. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more boxing analysis. Until next time, humanize 145 words.